Namaskar, good afternoon all of you. I am Laxman Koirala. Today also I am coming here to teach you English subject. Dear students, now you have to give me 30 minutes time to study English. And other who you are watching and listen to me, you also have to look and listen to me. You have to respond how I am teaching English subject for grade 8. Today we have grammar topic here. Previously also we have studied something else. Now let's look here. I am going to teach grammar subject and grammar, and here in grammar for class 8, that last time about in grammar modal verbs we had studied. In modal verbs, what are modal verbs? That already we have studied about them. Do you know what are modal verbs? Modal verbs are must, have to, and should or ought to is, should or ought to, like this way. They are modal verbs, and how can we use them? About that also we have already studied about it. Is now that today some exercises are here about that one. We are going to study. Dear students, you have to turn over page number 15 and 2 number you have to look there. Rewrite the following sentences selecting appropriate modal verbs from the bracket it is given here. Okay. Now here that in 2 number I number students to wear uniform, school uniform, must not, like I say it is given here. Is in 2 number I number I'll write here. You have to see that in A number that I number. Okay, let's see here that in place of A is I number here. That students wear uniform and full stop. After here is given like this way. Must not face. Now here student they must use uniform, so that here we can use here must is. Okay. Now similarly other second sentence is here. Children play in the mall. Children play in the mall. Should not is given here in option. Shouldn't. Yes, it is given here. Now children they should play in the mall. No, yes, that they should not play more. We have to write here answer like this way. Yes. Similarly, Sunita and her brother get up early on Saturdays because they do not have to go to school on Saturday. Have to or do not have to. Two things are there, or two options are there. Sunita and her brother. Now what can be written here? That in I number Sunita and her brother early on Saturday. Get up early on Saturday. Yes. Saturdays, because they do not go to school. Saturdays. Now here that option I have written here, have to or do not have to. Have to or do not have to is that what would be here, that Sunita and her brother get up early on Saturday. Yes, and because they do not have to go to school on Saturday, that because it is written here, yes, that it means Sunita and her brother do not have to be here. Correct one, isn't it? Do not have to. Because why we use here do not have to? Because they do not go to school on Saturdays. Similarly, now after some sentences are here, I am going to show you here by writing you on the board. Let's see here that when we cut down one tree, IV number, when we cut down one tree, and after that we plant two in its place. We plant two in its place. In its place. Now here is option like this way, that should not. Should not. Now here what can be, when we cut down one tree, we should plant or we should not plant. Here we should plant, isn't it? Because it is positive one. Positively we have to see here. Yes, now that in B number, if you are suffering from a common cold, if you are suffering from common cold, you are suffering from common cold, you have cold drinks. You and after that have cold drinks. Now let's see here. Must not. Must not. Now let's see here, that if you are suffering from common cold, means you are suffering from common cold, you must have cold drinks or you must not have cold drinks. It means here you have to say, or we have to say, you must not have cold drinks, isn't it? If we are suffering from common cold, then if we drink that cold drinks, then again that common cold will suffer for us. So that we mustn't have cold drinks. Like this way we have to feel. Now here students, if we have completed like this way, then after that, now that I like to suggest to you other some sentences you have to create yourself, and you have to try to fill in the blank here. That it means that you understand that whatever you have written here, let's say here one, you read your book every day. If such sentence is here, and must not, if it is given here that as the option, then what would be here? That can you say? Okay, let's see. You must read your book every day, or you must not read your book every day. It means you must read your book every day. We have to say yes, it is right one. So that similarly other sentences, how much you can make yourself. Okay, you have to make yourself. There are some sentences other more, and you can fill it in the blank. Like let's say we drive on the road carefully. If such a sentence is given, and if there is should or should not, what can be here correct? That here can be should or should not. Let's see here. We should drive on the road carefully, or we should not drive on the road carefully. Let's see here. What can be? We should drive on the road carefully. Yes, like this way we can fill. Similarly other sentences we can create ourselves. Let's see here. We take care of our books and copies. If this sentence is here like this way, and if it is written here, we have to or next do not have to. If it is given here like this way, we have to take care of our books and copies, or we do not have to take care of our books and copies. What can be here also? That we have to wait. That this should be also positive one. Here is it like this way. In such a way I have given you here that in I number you must read your book every day. I number we should drive on the road carefully, and in I number we have to take care of our books and copies. Like this way some new sentences we can create also ourselves. Okay, and we can fill here like this way. It means here must I fill, here should I fill, here have to I fill. All are modal verbs. Okay, it means do you understand class 8? I think all you are clear about this one. Now let's see here other some exercises is given here in our course book. That one also we have to complete. So that please turn over page number 16, and in page number 16 active yourself is here. That in active yourself your school may have rules and regulations for the students to follow. Write them one by one by using must not, should and have to. Are not allowed to etc. You can use the following example to help you. It means now that our rules and regulations, what can be, what cannot be, is let's see here. Rules and regulation. rules and regulations of our school. What can be or what must do, what must not do at school, like this way, that we can write here or we can list here some rules and regulations of our school, isn't it? Now let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8, many that rules and regulations we can write or we can list here. Is that in 1 hour what can be there? We must sit in discipline. We must sit in discipline. One can be this. And next let's see here that we mustn't break the rules and regulations of our school, like this is. And next we can say what? In place of student we can in place of we can keep their students also, no matter students should not pluck the flowers of school garden. Like this is. And similarly, other thing we can say here, strong must wear school uniform. That also is like this way. Now similarly, other thing we can say, students should arrive in time in school. Yes. And next we can say students must manage various articles themselves. Like this way. Some example I have given to you to the help of you. Here I have given rules and regulations. After school we must sit in discipline. We must not break the rules and regulations of our school. Students should not pluck the flower of a school garden. Students must wear school uniform. Students should arrive in time in school. Students must manage article themselves. Like this way, some rules and regulations I have written. More than this, may we have known. We can write it or we can list it here. Okay, student. And now here, if you know that by using here at the beginning, at the first sentence I have used here must, and second sentence must not, third sentence should not, fourth sentence must, fifth sentence should, and sixth sentence must. Similarly, by using must not, have to, or not allowed it to, like this way, other words also you can use in place of this must not, should not. Yes, in place of them you can use, and you can write other more sentences too. Okay, now here that next topic I am going to teach for you, that is about speaking is here. That in a number engage yourself is here, and that in engage yourself, if you want to visit a new place, you need to take a map with you. It helps you to follow the right path. Can you follow the direction to get the hospital from the school on the following map? Draw a line along the way to get there. It means now we are learning here that about how can we draw the map. Okay, if we know that drawing the map, then at the time we may get the place very easily or perfectly, that wherever we have to go, there we will reach. That it is given here like this way. Map is map. Let's see here that in the course book also here is given that map is in the map here, that one student is here, that he is standing in the front of the school, and here is bus park, here is maybe aeroplane it is coming, and here is post office, here is temple, maybe here is river it is here, and here is forest or some garden is here. Similarly, here is zoo, and maybe here is the building of hospital is. Now, if one student is standing here, from here, that how can he reach there in hospital? It is here. Now we can say, if you move forward, then you will get in, or you will reach in that bus park, and from the bus park you have to walk on your left there, and you will reach to the post office. And if you go forward there, then you will reach to the temple, and after that you will get in one short bridge, and after that you can find there some that garden in both sides, and after that while you move forward, then you will see that zoo in your right hand side, and after that if you move from there forward, then maybe 100 meters forward, if you go, and you will reach to you the hospital. Like this way we can see here is. Similarly, now that if we make a map, if we have map, or let's say your home is there, and maybe near to you one school is there. Now how can we reach there from home to your school? If we draw the map, let's say here your small home is here, and from here, now that maybe next that there is market, and after that maybe one that temple. Yes, one small temple is here. Similarly, other also are there. Like this way, if we if we draw, then we can go that place very easily by the help of that map. Here is, now here is school, like this way. Okay, now so that we have to know how to draw the map. If we know to draw the map, and it will show for us that exact place, and exact place we can reach. There is, like this way we can draw the map. Map help for us that to reach in the exact place. Okay, now students, after this, now in story time here is given about that how can we speak. It means our course book, it says for us how can we speak or how can we use the language. That about the language we have to learn. It means it says for us to use the language, or how can we speak, or how can we use the language. How can we use the language, or how can we speak. About this one, now we are going to study here. It means it is in dialogue form. Now let's see, dear students, now in page number 17 you have to look there, and it is written here like this way. One that one role is of tourist, and another one is Ram is there, or anyone from you. Okay, now students, here that in the beginning, now that tourist is speaking here, what tourist will say? Good morning, I am Robert Smith from England. It means now that at the beginning that foreigner or tourist is speaking there, and he is saying there that good morning, and his introduction he is giving there, isn't it? And from where he is coming, that one he is giving there. And in the role of student or another person, he is saying there what? Good morning. Good morning. I am Ram Basnet. Yes, and a local of this city. How can I help you, sir? That now that person is asking for tourist one. How can I help for you? And the tourist is saying there, would I please tell me the name of a good hotel where I can stay. Now that it means that tourist is asking there about the hotel where he can stay there.